We're live. How's it going, Digital Snowflake?
It's going good. Hey, Kyla.
Hey, you been getting a lot of rain where you are? It's been raining a lot.
Yes. Yeah, it's been raining for a couple weeks, like off and on, but we've had some like big downpours, so it's been
Yeah,
really unique.
that's that's kind of cool. Like not catastrophic or anything, right? Like it's not bad levels, right? To where
No, just I mean, it's actually good. Like, the rain's good, but it just
I
keeps
mean,
me busy with my job.
for sure. What do you do for a living? Tell us more about that.
Well, I work for the USGS, so I go out like about every 5 weeks. I go to the rivers around southern New Mexico, and I actually just walk across the river and measure how much water is going down. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. I bet you get to have some really crazy experiences doing that too, and you get to see like really cool nature at its finest when it's being violent but
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah. Like we see some weird things. Like the last time I was out, I saw like bear tracks. So I was like, uh-oh. You know? And we just see a lot of animals. And unfortunately, I hit like a cow and a deer when I was driving. So
Oh,
yeah, it was really it was really weird. It
I
was
bet
like
that's
boom.
and I bet your car was totaled after that, huh?
Well, I got lucky because I have this big giant, kind of like a big bumper on the front, and so it took all of the impact. But after hitting those, it was kind of just hanging off. So I got lucky, like really lucky.
Yeah, definitely. Because I know that even hitting some birds can like really damage your car, let alone like a full on ton animal like that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's insane. But it's cool that you get to work out in nature. I would love to be out in nature all the time. I don't know
yeah,
about being downpoured on for a living, but I
yeah.
bet
Yeah,
it's
it's interesting because like I'll be out there just thinking like, wow, I get paid to do this, so it's like really cool.
yeah, that's super cool. So then during the winter, do you just kind of get a chill?
No, we have to go out year round, so um, yeah, even in the wintertime, like when there's snow all around, the rivers don't usually ice up, only in some places like in the mountains.
Mhm.
But where I work, like they usually don't ice up, but it can be just covered with snow, like all the land and stuff. So we just have to kind of watch where our tire tracks are and just follow the path into our site. So yeah,
So you're like the wilderness guy.
yeah, but it's cool though.
Now I know who I knew. Now I know who I need on my team.
Yeah,
I'll be calling up Digital Snowflake. Hey, the apocalypse here. Help! Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's cool to know.
Air Force.
Oh, what was that?
You said you were previously in the Air Force.
Yes, yes, for 8 years.
Oh,
I joined when I was kind of older. I was about 28 and a half, and um, I was like at a point in my life where I was just sitting in an office doing a job and just getting bored, and I felt like I was wasting my life. So I joined the Air Force to change my life, and stayed in for 8 years, and it was awesome.
that's awesome. Do you miss it sometimes? It's like a bittersweet kind of thing.
Yeah, I miss it sometimes, but sometimes I don't because like you have so many bosses. It's like you have tons of bosses over you, and also they kind of tell you like where to go and like what you can do and stuff. So I miss a lot of aspects of it, but when I was in, I went to Iraq, and then I got out like pretty shortly after that. But before I left, they said, we have you scheduled to go to Afghanistan and South Korea. And so I was like, I don't know about that. So I was like, I think my time's up here.
Right. I mean, it would be cool to travel, but yeah, some of those countries are definitely scary, especially when you're going there for um, Air Force and military reasons instead of just
Yeah,
enjoy it.
yeah.
um, well, to get to know more of your VeVe side of things, when did you join VeVe?
I didn't have it memorized, but I just looked it up and it said November 7th of 2021.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
What do
and I remember, oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
I remember when I first joined, it was right when they had the the Disney Golden Moments first come out,
Yeah.
and I was like super excited. But the problem was I was in a hotel. I was doing a field trip like for my job, and so every morning, like I was like, okay, I'm gonna start my day late, you know. So I stayed in my hotel until like after 9, and I tried to get the drops, but my Wi-Fi was so bad in the hotel that I didn't get anything like all week long. I missed everything, so it was like horrible. I was just like, oh man, because they were awesome, you know.
Oh yeah. And so your wife is in VV too?
No, I actually got into it myself because I was at a point in my life in my work where I paid off all the bills and I started like investing in stuff. So I invested in stocks, crypto, and then I started watching YouTube videos. And I saw a guy named Andre Jik, and he was showing his Spider-Man, and he was talking about VeVe. So that's how I found it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I found mine on through Instagram. Somebody had a video of Elsa just spinning around. I joined late November. I think on the web it says November 27th is our day. So
Yeah.
we just barely missed like all those golden moment drops, unfortunately.
Oh man.
I know. I think that we like actually maybe we had the opportunity to go for one, but we didn't know what we were doing yet. So like we didn't, you know.
Yeah.
But VV's changed a lot even since we've joined, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I remember like for months and months I couldn't get a drop. I would go for every drop and like I was thinking, are they blocking New Mexico? Because I couldn't get a drop like at all. And like
Right.
I was just waiting like when is the queue coming? I need this queue, you know, and now it's nice because you can get drops and you know, I don't even have to think about the queue anymore. I'm just enjoying like doing the drops.
I know exactly. Are you excited for MCP to come around and help you score the drops that you really want to?
I am. I think it'll add some fun to it too because it'll be nice to have points that you can kind of keep track of, and I'll probably have like leaderboards and stuff like that, and
Yeah, definitely.
that's kind of fun to do.
Yeah, it makes it more of a game, right? Like, so now you're
Yeah,
gonna. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are already addicted, but the people that aren't super addicted are about to be really addicted.
yeah. So it's kind of dangerous.
Yeah. Well, especially it's kind of cool because it's like a reward for everybody that joined and been here like while they're developing everything.
Yeah,
It's like give back to the people that have been here from the get, like still investing their money into it and everything,
yeah,
even when they're a beginner project. So I think that's really cool. Like give back to the community. I know that
yeah.
there's people that have like thousands of collectibles.
Oh
So
my gosh.
I know those people are gonna have some nice speed points to start out with for sure.
Yeah, I think I used to have like around 30 or 35, but my strategy kind of changed. Like from when I first started, I used to just get like everything I liked and everything that was cool, and then like along the way, I just started going for more of like the grails,
Mhm.
and so I would like I remember like one time at like 2 in the morning, I just got this urge, and I was like, I need to go after this grail before it like gets away. So I sold like I think 15 things, and somebody like in Discord like they messaged me and they're like, "Dude, what are you doing? You're like selling everything. You're flooring everything." And I was like, I'm going after the R2D2 before it gets away. Like I have to get it because I think it's like you know one of the best pieces. And the guy was like, "Oh man, that's epic, man. Your name's gonna go down in history." So yeah, I got lucky and I was able to sell like 15 different things at like 2 a.m. and I got the R2D2 and I was like so happy.
Nice. Was it still a good buy? Like with the dip and everything that we're going through now, like by the time you bought him, was it a decent price point?
No. No, it was decent for the time, but you know, everything's
Right.
kind of gone down now, so it's a long-term hold. I have to just keep it forever, you know.
Well, not forever, but for a hot minute for sure. But
Yeah, yeah, for a couple hot minutes.
full run soon. Um,
Yeah.
once the MCP rolls out and like I don't know, there's so much speculation of like Dragon Ball Z and like Pokemon and stuff. So I mean, like if any of that drops soon, I feel like that brings in so many people that
Oh yeah.
that alone will help out the
Yeah.
market. I mean, not at
Yeah, I
first,
think
but
yeah, just those catalysts, like, and then plus just like the world has to kind of like, it's been in a funk a little bit. So I think like once the world kind of turns around and like inflation goes down and the war ends and, you know, people have more money to spend.
yeah,
So it's just kind of like a combination of everything. Like stocks have to go up and crypto and so it's kind of affected by everything. But yeah, like if we get some cool things like Dragon Ball Z and just more Disney and all that, it's going to be, you know, I really believe in VeVe.
right. Me too. Did you go for the princess drop yesterday?
I didn't because I have to be like super picky about things. I'm
Yeah.
on a budget, so
That
and
point.
I'm not a whale, you know, I'm like a little guppy, so I
Right.
really have to be picky about everything. But I really like them. They look really cool.
I know, right? I went for one because I always think that I'm gonna have the best of luck because it's Disney, you know. I didn't get the best of luck, but
Oh
that's okay. I'm just
yeah,
there. I got Snow White, and she went way under, so I'm not gonna sell when it's low. I'm just gonna keep her.
true.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I keep telling myself that I'm gonna stop going for drops unless it's like Grail Girls or like something huge, you know. But I always just start going for it. Like last time, I'm like, no, why not?
It's so hard.
I
It's so
know,
hard because everything's cool. You know, every single thing is cool.
right?
So it's
I
just
just want
like,
one
oh,
piece and then doubles of the stuff I would like to sell eventually.
yeah.
That would be cool. But I don't know. What's your favorite collectible on VV?
My favorite is Partners, the Walt and the Mickey, but I had to say goodbye to that 'cause it passed me up, and I mean it came down, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get it. Like I'm kind of thinking about maybe I could sell the five that I have right now and get it, and I could, but I think the five that I have, like I just would rather keep. Um, but I do have. You've heard of HRO,
Yeah,
DC HRO? Yeah,
yeah,
so
of
I
course.
have like 10 packs of the first Batman universe drop in there, and I could sell those and buy the partners, but I don't know because that's like the first, so
Yeah,
it's like hard.
no, I bet because you want them.
Yeah, like I want to keep those forever, so I don't know. I have to make decisions, so it's hard to decide.
Are you in any other projects other than Hero and VV?
Yeah, I'm doing Recur, and that's actually made me some decent money. Because when it first came out, they had these passes, and it was random, and they assigned you like a pass, and I got a good one, and then I sold that, and I was lucky enough to get the Nickelodeon drop,
Oh yeah,
and then I sold some of those packs. So I kind of got lucky on that.
that's cool. Which one did you get on
Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
Rugrats or whatever, or the
Um,
Nickelodeon drop?
I just got a couple packs, and I think they were like $50 each. And then I just held them and I sold them for like the limit was like two, and so I think I sold them for like around like 700 or 750. So that was a good
Oh
chunk. Yeah.
yeah,
And then
awesome.
yeah, in the past it was kind of similar, but that was even
So
better. So
um, sorry. Here, hold on.
okay.
One second, that my Wi-Fi is lagging. Okay, maybe that'll be better. Hopefully. Um,
Yeah. Uh-oh, I think you're frozen up. Okay.
Okay, I think that I'm back. I
Yeah,
think
you're back.
yeah, Austin just reset the router for me, so
Okay.
hopefully it's not
Yeah.
as glitchy anymore. Sorry.
Oh, it's
I
okay.
Wi-Fi apparently it's horrible.
Yeah, it gets that way sometimes.
Oh no. Technology, we love and hate it, right?
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, Recurve. Do you need to have? Is that all with crypto that you purchase all those?
No, it's kind of dangerous because you can use your credit card. So
Oh.
yeah, it's like uh, yeah, you can just get money off your credit card and do it. So um, yeah, it's good and bad.
Do you feel like it's as addicting as VeVe or no?
um, no, I don't think so. Because I mean, VeVe has the best. I mean, they have Disney, Star Wars, DC, Spider-Man, all that stuff. And so
Yeah.
nothing compares to VeVe. But VeVe, it seems like VeVe's been a little bit slower about things.
Yeah.
So like Hero and Recur have been a little bit faster about like cash out and just different things like that. But like VeVe's taking their time and they're doing everything right. And so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the best things take time, right?
Yeah.
So I still think that we're one of the best as well, just because easily the IP. Somebody made a good argument though. They were like, "Well, are you are you staying because you believe in VeVe or because you believe in the IPs? If Disney and Marvel and um, the bigger IPs moved to somewhere else, would you be moving with them or are you still staying with VeVe?" And I'm just like, you can't ask that question.
Yeah, that's a tough question.
I
But I
know.
think it's like both, like I believe in both. I believe in like David Yu and that guy's awesome. He
It does.
believes in everything. He's passionate about everything. And
Mhm.
so it like makes us passionate about it. And then Daniel Crothers and so yeah, I'd probably like do both. If it the IP left somewhere and BB was still there, I'd just do both.
Yeah.
And like it's funny the argument like you have to do one or the other. Like I always hear that argument and I'm thinking like, well, logically you can do both. So
Right. And I'm
yeah,
happy that we get both together right now. Hopefully it
yeah,
doesn't
we're
ever
lucky.
I mean, obviously other people can have part of Disney or whatever. I wouldn't care about that, but as long as we still got Disney drops and everything on VV, that would still like,
Yeah.
be cool. Well, I know that you make your own NFTs. How long have you been an artist?
My whole life. Yeah, I
Oh,
started painting when I was a kid, and my great grandma like paid for it. And then when I went to college, I got a bunch of degrees in art, animation, graphic design, 3D animation. So I've pretty much been doing it my whole life. And after my first degree, I had a job. It wasn't my dream job. It was doing like yellow page ads, like the design for them. And like, I don't even know if you know what that means.
I
There used
do.
to, yeah, there used to be a big book, and it had like that was the way like businesses advertised like back in the day.
Yeah.
And so like yeah, I did that for like 5 years after I got my first degree in art and graphic design. And yeah, so I've been doing it a long time.
That's dang. Yeah. And then I'm surprised you don't do something like, oh yeah, you said that you're tired of sitting behind a computer for work all day.
Yeah, just doing those. Yeah, there's some cool things you can do, but yeah, doing that aspect of it was like boring.
I bet putting together like a book. Here you go.
Yeah, although I did try to make it as creative as I could. So I would do some really funny ones and just to see if I could get it past like the editors. So I tried to push the limits of like the yellow page ads.
That's that's cool.
Yeah, so
I
I made
mean,
some really funny ones.
I was in broadcasting in high school for 1 year, and that's what we had to do was like create like a school paper or whatever.
Yeah,
So, I mean, that was kind of fun to like
Yeah,
take pictures and like put them all together and like make your own little display of it. So, but I know it could definitely be tiring if you're doing it for like a full-time gig for sure.
yeah. It was like 5 years straight of just like doing the same thing, and it was
Yeah.
just like time for a change.
You're like, I can't stare at this yellow paper any longer.
Yeah, it just got like super yellow, like everything looked yellow. So,
Uh, what was your dream job? You said it wasn't my dream job.
yes, my dream job was working at Pixar, and that was something I kind of pursued after I got out of the Air Force. I went to college and I did a lot of animation and 3D animation,
Okay.
and but it was hard because like that's like every artist in the world wants to work there, so they get like the top of the top.
Yeah.
And like me, like I'm not the top of the top. I was like above average, so I just couldn't break into there. And also, it's hard because if you're in like a different state, then it's
Mhm.
hard. They just want to hire people that already kind of live there. So I
Okay.
was like in another state that like is kind of unknown. So
Yeah.
um,
Where would you have to live to work for Pixar?
mostly California. I think Pixar's in Northern California.
Of course,
Um,
California.
yeah.
um,
So yeah, but
yeah.
yeah, it was fun to pursue that. And I did a lot of like shorts and some limited animation and stuff, and even like 3D models, like kind of like what is on VeVe. So I have a lot of experience in like the artistic side of all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool to see all that.
Vivi Vault says, "Hi, Snowflake."
Hey, VeVe Bot.
um, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna bring up some of your NFTs.
Oh, okay.
People can check out your cool art here.
Yeah, and I was trying to sell them, but like I don't think anybody ever went to my collection on OpenSea. So now I'm just giving them away for free. So if
That's
anybody wants them, just let me know.
that's what happened with mine on Bubble House. No one's bought them, so I'm just like, well, I can give these for free. So
Yeah,
whoever wants
yeah, totally. I'm just giving away for free. So if
them.
anybody wants them, just let me know.
Yeah, and his links down below too if you want to look at them on your own time.
Yeah.
Um, this one, share. Is it going? I think so. Oh no, this is my whole email. Um, I sent it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is there's another one on there on OpenSea, and it's called like Digital Snowflake, or it like has a space in between, and it's like it's actual like snowflakes that somebody made like on their computer. So like I have to tell people like, no, that's not me. I'm the one that has like, the art and like different things, I'm not like the actual snowflake on there.
Somebody's trying to steal your thing, or well, I guess, or was it just a coincidence?
It's just a coincidence, I guess, like, it's kind of like a lot of people might think of the same thing. So
Yeah, I feel you. Well, Digital Snowflake's cool. When I heard that, I was like, that's a cool name.
oh, thank you. Yeah, for me it was just like I'm always interested in like the intersection of like art and technology. And so I thought Digital Snowflake was like a cool kind of synergy, kind of like a Clockwork Orange, like the movie. That's kind of like the same thing. So I just thought digital, something like that mixed like technology and art like together. So
Definitely. And nature, because you work in nature all the time.
yeah, nature. Yeah,
Cool. I think that when I was looking at these, this one's one of my favorite ones. This one. Does it open up big? Oh, yeah, there we go.
yeah.
Ta-da. This guy is pretty cool. What was your inspiration for this?
This is kind of funny because this was um, just in class. We were doing a project where we had to like cut something in half, and we had to like make it out of like a physical object. So we actually brought this physical object into this program and cut it in half and then put it all together with the background. And so this inspiration is kind of like, I'm trying to think of that movie. Oh, Avatar. Yeah, so like just like a flying creature, it's kind of like half natural and half like kind of technology, just floating through the air.
Yeah, it almost kind of reminds me of like a jellyfish, or like if you turned it like this way up, like so that the little drop is kind of like ahead. It almost is kind of like a ballerina, but you only see like her skirt like twirling around. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
really cool.
that's cool.
I like art that you can like almost like turn into like a whole bunch of different ideas and pictures, you know?
True, yeah. Yeah, and it's like it's in the eye of the beholder, so it could mean a lot of different things to different people.
Yeah. And the color scheme is awesome too. I really like it.
Oh, thank you.
Um, let's see. This one's cool too. This looks oh whoops. Oh no. Oh, this one's cool too though. This looks like a game. Like you're gonna go what's it called? Fortnite. I'm gonna like build my ladder up to you so I can try to like shoot you.
Yeah, I think I always like doing like settings and kind of like backgrounds. So I always kind of was drawn to that, like environments,
Yeah.
like modeling them.
Is that your dream house up there on top of that?
Not really. It's like a Buddhist temple that
Oh,
I modeled.
nice. The temple where you can go do all your meditating and get away from all the BS.
Yeah, yeah. When you miss the VeVe drop and you're like all like bummed out, you can just meditate up there.
That's so, I
Or you
like.
don't get the secret rare, like, dang
Oh,
it, I didn't get the secret rare. I'm
I don't
gonna
even
just
know what that
chill.
feels like. I don't even know what that is. A secret rare. What is
I
that?
know.
I don't
I don't
know.
think I've ever gotten one, but I haven't given up. So
I've gotten one comic secret rare, and it was on the Fallen Sons or whatever like series, and it was the Wolverine secret rare cover where he's like pouncing with his paws.
oh, that's cool.
I don't know, but it was only worth like $70. So
Oh,
the one secret rare I ever get.
I know. And then there's some that are worth like thousands, and you're like, dang it.
I mean, potentially some of these will go up when we're not in such a dip, but I don't
True.
know. You know,
Yeah,
I was happy that I at least got one, so I can't.
yeah, yeah. That's super cool.
This is your new profile picture. Is this your newest one that you've created?
No, it's just one of my favorites. And I usually just put like different ones for my profile, but yeah, I just like that one. It's like another one of like a mixture of like cybernetics and
Yeah,
cyborgs.
like real
And
technology.
yeah, yeah, because it's kind of like the way the future is kind of moving. Like it's kind of like a blending of things. So
It's a freaking pupil, y'all. Look at that. It looks like opal. I think that's
yeah,
freaking pretty.
yeah, I did that one in Photoshop.
I
Yeah,
know.
Photoshop is awesome. You can do everything in there.
I know. Wait, so do you just mostly use Photoshop for your art?
For the 2D soft images, it's mostly Photoshop, and like for a lot of the layering, and then Illustrator for more of the hard-edged images, and then I think I use Maya for the 3D images, um, like the wheelchair and the fish, the robot fish.
Tell me why this cactus looks like it's flipping me off though.
It is flipping off, but it's not flipping you off.
Oh.
So it's a rebel in the sea of cactus, and it's saying, no, I don't think so. So yeah, it's kind of a rebel piece of art there.
Right. And then these guys are dancing back here. Cactuses are cool. Or cacti.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're all like individual, but they're a part of the group too. So
Right. That's cool. That almost just looks like a picture. That doesn't look like animated. That looks like you just went and took a picture.
yeah, I mean, it's something you might see something similar to that, and it's just I think I always just have like a kind of a little twisted sense of humor and like a little bit of a rebel in me, you know. So I always try to like do things a little bit different.
Yeah, it's cool. I dig it.
Thank
Look
you.
at this stuff. When I'm gonna have to let you know when I eventually get an open seat because I definitely want one of your eyeball ones. I'll pay your 5, your whatever. What is this?
Oh, yeah, I priced them all really low because when I first started and had them on there, like I had some high, some low, and then I was thinking like, well, shoot, like I need to make it like super cheap, you know? So I actually I looked at the price of like the common Toby on VeVe, and I just set them all lower than that. So I was like, okay, so I can tell people like it's cheaper than a common floating like blow up doll on VeVe, you know?
It should be
So.
the opposite way around. These are more expensive than Toby.
Yeah, but I just and now I'm giving them away for free. So I guess the point is just like if people like them, it's like flattering to me, you know. So
The
if it
wifey.
inspires somebody,
Uh, the wifey. Does this actually look like your wife? No, I'm joking.
uh, no comment.
No.
No, my wife's like better than that, definitely.
Oh yeah, I bet. She's probably like, that doesn't look like me. Why is she saying that? That's not. And the swordfish too. Where did it go? Swordfish. Oh man. Yeah, these are cool.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
I want some. This used to be your profile picture for a long time too. This reminds me of Medusa.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's cool though.
yeah, thank you.
I wonder um if you hit up David Yu and you were like, I want to create an NFT for VeVe, if he would let you come on VeVe.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, because like I think it would be really cool if they had like I know they have like the well-known artists that they have on there.
Yeah.
But it would be cool if they had like maybe one drop every month or every 2 months of just like an unknown artist, and
Well,
it would
I've
give
never
them
heard of
some
Bam
exposure.
or um McPherson. I've never heard of her. I just know that she's on VeVe, you know? I've never
Yeah,
heard before VeVe. Am
that's
I
true. Yeah,
one for that? I don't know.
yeah. I've like most of those artists I've never heard of, but I guess they're well known and David knows them and but it'd be cool just to have like an actual VV user or something, like have their own drop. I mean, I don't know how that would work, you know, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
I know everything's like super cheap right now, so they might have to have the starting price is like $5 or something. It'd still be
I,
cool.
I was literally thinking that I would create like a tiny little portfolio of like
Yeah,
3 different drops or like, like 3 things for like one drop or whatever. And I
yeah,
was okay, I'll present this to David and I'll tell him, here are my projects that I think are cool. If you like them, we could have this starting at $10, and just because I'm not looking to get like rich off of this. I just want
yeah,
to share my art with people, and it would be
yeah, yeah. I
satisfying
mean,
to see that people want to buy it too. That would be cool.
yeah, it just makes you feel good, like that you might inspire somebody else, or just they just like what you created. So that's like the cool aspect of it. Like you're not thinking about getting rich or anything.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, of course, if you're making good money, that's a
Yeah,
bonus.
it's a good side benefit of it.
But it would just be cool to be like, and then I get to support your art too, like you're selling it on there, so I get to buy it, and then I get to put it up in my showroom. And when we can all visit each other's vaults, then I'll just be like, wow, this is such a nice art piece. And I'm like, yeah, it's Digital Snowflakes. It's so check out his showroom.
Yeah, that's like the dream. I'll
Right.
just keep dreaming and daydreaming.
I know. Well, one of my daydreams, one of my dream jobs is to be a voice actor. And I'll
Oh,
be there like pretending like I'm like in a cast, just doing it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's not happening. But who knows?
yeah.
Maybe with
You
this
never
season,
know. Yeah,
somebody me and they're like, your voice is super unique. I want to see what you got.
Yeah, it could happen. You never know.
I would be so, I don't know, because like I've been in choir my whole life. And so I'll sing like in front of people, like in my car or whatever. But then if you put me on spot and you're like, Kyla, sing, I'm like, uh, and I, I freeze
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, when you're put on the spot, it's different. Yeah, than if you're like singing in your shower or like
Yeah,
just singing like to yourself.
exactly. I'll be singing in the shower and Austin will pop his head in and he's like, babe, you sound good. And I'm like, why do you have to say that? Now I
Yeah.
because because you made me blush in here and now I can't do it.
Do you
But
have any like what's your specialty voice? Like do you have any you can do right now or is it too much putting you on the spot?
I don't know. Like when people ask me that, I always just am like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could laugh like SpongeBob pretty good, pretty good. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm not gonna do one right now. Sorry.
Okay.
Maybe in the future when I'm more
Yeah.
comfortable on camera myself as well. But
Yeah. Or just do like your own like YouTube video of just like your voices.
oh yeah,
That'd
I've
be cool.
already started like not I haven't recorded anything, but I've been like writing down like a little skit kind of to like go through the characters in a
Yeah.
good way to like have the voices flow. So eventually you guys might hear something, but stay tuned because
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen today. Yeah. But I always thought that it would be super cool to get into cartooning too. And you have all
Yeah.
that background. You have to teach me your ways.
Yeah, I mean it's so fun, but it's like really time consuming too. It's like every like second or every minute of animation is like 30 like drawings like per second or something. So times that by 60 and that's like a minute. So it's like kind of the thing where it's like really hard work, but it's the outcome is really cool too. So
It's so satisfying, I bet. Like to have it
yeah,
done. Like
yeah,
I've done one of those flip books before where you just like flip through the like sticky notepad. And
yeah,
just like in a sticky notepad, I'm so satisfied of how like my little
yeah,
went. I could imagine like a whole film. Like Disney's probably like, we're just so good, dude. Like
I know. And they have like teams of people, like hundreds of people doing like one movie. So it's amazing.
I know. It's crazy. Could you imagine like back in the day that that's how they were doing it? Like page by page, like oh
Gosh. Yeah.
god.
Yeah. Before they had the photocopier and
Yeah.
they just, man, yeah, that was a lot of work.
Back then, and they're still masterpieces. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Background details of castles. It's so
Oh
crazy.
my gosh. Yeah. They're masterpieces. Like that's something you could just put in a frame and put it in your house because it's like, it's like fine art.
Seriously. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on like the new movies at all, but like the whole like 3D kind of look kind of steals some of the detail away, in my opinion. Because when it
Yeah.
was like 2D, like you had to make things so detailed in order for it to pop out. You know what I mean? So I
Yep.
feel like if you're watching like old school like Peter Pan or like the Black Cauldron, like you see some fine detail in those movies, and then you'll like watch like Tangled, and it's like, oh, the castle's cool, but like you don't really like. I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
maybe don't appreciate it as much. I don't know.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, I think like, man, the artists back then had to be masters of like everything. And now like Pixar and like those kind of companies, they have one person specialize in one thing. So it's like they have departments for like everything. And yeah, so it's totally different now.
Yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
Kobe.
Yeah, he says he needs art from both of us. I'm
Sounds good, man.
in something right now, but it's been taking me forever. He's probably like, "You're not even making this for me." I've sent a couple people in the Discord pictures, so
Oh,
they
that's
can
cool.
verify that I'm working on it.
Yeah.
It's just taking time.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what I'm doing. I'll show you after the stream when we're
Okay.
done. But it's been taking me forever.
Yeah.
This is the times I wish I knew digital art, because what I have in my head and when I've been trying to like paint with acrylic paint, I could have already done the day I told him I was gonna paint it. Okay, probably not that fast, but I would have had it done within at least a month of like if I could do it on a computer.
Yeah.
But I don't know how.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a while to learn the programs, but like once you learn those programs, and yeah, you just never forget it. So it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I follow so many people on TikTok. Like if you scroll through my TikTok, all it is different art. You know, like that's all I follow is a bunch of art pages and stuff. And you
Yeah.
always just see these people like bloop bloop bloop, and like have a whole picture with like three boops of a pen, and I'm like, man, what the heck?
Yeah.
That's
Make it
so.
look so easy.
I know. I'm just like, why is it so easy? But it's not that easy. That's obviously like
No.
years of practice.
Yeah. Like years and years.
Yeah, but they make it look easy. So then they make
Oh
me,
yeah.
the beginner, like, oh, I could do that. Like that's how to do it. And it's like,
Piece
oh,
of cake.
as you thought. But you know, it is what
Yeah.
it is. That's why. Have you ever heard that like little saying where, who was it? Van Gogh, I think, is like he's sitting there enjoying coffee at a coffee shop, and the waitress is like, "Aren't you Van Gogh?" And he's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, can you draw me something on a napkin?" Hands him her pen. He's like, "Sure." She comes back 5 minutes later. The art is done. He only drew on it for 5 minutes, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." And then he was like, "Okay, yeah, like $500 or whatever." You only spent 5 minutes on this. And he said, "No, no, darling, that's what you got confused. I might have only drawn on that napkin for 5 minutes, but it took me 40 years to get to be to the level of making that in only 5 minutes, you know?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so true. True. It's the experience behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, because like everything, all your experiences in your whole life like add into like everything, like your art and how you speak and how you write and so everything just builds up into that.
Yeah. Do you listen to like music a lot of the times when you're doing art?
Yes, yeah, it kind of gets you in that creative kind of flow.
Yeah. I Austin makes fun of me for this. He's already laughing. Stop laughing at me. So like I have some really sad like music sometimes, and I feel like it's because if you're like super emotional and vulnerable, sometimes that's like when you make your best art. So I'll
Yeah,
sit there and like make myself sad. And he's like, I don't understand why you're making yourself sad. I'm like, just let me be. I'm in
yeah,
the room. I'm only gonna be sad while I'm in here. When I leave this room, I will no longer be sad. Just let me be sad for right now.
yeah, that's totally true. Yeah, because like sometimes when you're in a mood, like
Yeah.
you just get into this artistic flow, or like I find like sometimes like when I'm in the shower or like running, like it'll just clear my mind enough, and then I'll just get these inspirations like from somewhere. I don't know from where, but like it just opens my mind, and then yeah, yeah, exactly what you're saying. Like, and sometimes with like when you're in a mood, like you just
It
get
just
into
opens
that.
a door and you're just like
Yeah,
go off that tangent and then
yeah,
create something amazing and you're like
yeah, and then like the muse just like gives you that, you know,
that charisma. No.
yeah,
Your own little flair. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, for sure. You gotta love art. What is an IP or a specific character that you um are like looking forward to most being on BB?
I am looking forward to The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes,
I would love that.
I know. That was cool. Who's your favorite, Jack?
I think so. Yeah, yeah. Jack Skellington.
Of course, who doesn't love Jack? I think that the boogeyman would be cool.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
and then what is this? The eye in the shadow with the moon at night. Uh, is it just the moon? Is that the boogeyman? I don't know. Yeah, that's the boogeyman. That's on the moon. I don't even know. To go watch that movie.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I just love the style of that movie. It's just so stylized, and like the way they did it with like the stop motion.
I
And
know.
then also the music. I mean, Danny Elfman from Oingo Boingo did the music, and so like just all the songs are just amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I sang all of those. I've like I said, I've been in choir since I was like a kid. So of course, when you're in like doing all your Christmas concerts, you're bound to at least sing one of those songs. Um, yeah, there. That's an awesome movie in general.
Yeah. And
And
then I
this,
guess maybe Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I don't know if they would do something for that, but like that's one of my favorite movies of all time. So
really, the original
yeah,
though.
the original, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, I
The
used
new
to
one
see
with
that
Johnny
all the time when I was a kid.
Depp. It.
Yeah,
I love Johnny Depp, but that's just not his role, man.
no, yeah, it was a little odd. I mean, I
Definitely.
still like it, but just not as much as the original.
Hmm. It would be cool if they gave us like the candy that like turned the girl into
Oh,
so blue
yeah,
grape or whatever, and then
yeah,
you your showroom and you would put it on your other characters and it shows them as big blue people.
that'd be awesome. Yeah, the everlasting gobstopper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the gobstopper.
those candies looked awesome. Oh my gosh.
I know. Or like I'm not huge on chocolate anymore, but when I was a kid, I just loved chocolate. I when I watched that movie, I'm like, I want to go bathe in that chocolate river. I would have been the fat kid
Yeah,
sucked up the tube. That would have been me.
it's like a dream come true, you know? It's like, oh,
Oh man. Except all these kids are like, okay, actually, I guess I was gonna say all these kids are like dying in all the chocolate and stuff, but they're not.
true.
They're,
Yeah.
not
I know
dying.
you're wondering, like, is that kid gonna be okay? Like, oh my gosh.
But yeah, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory would be a cool one too.
Yeah. There's just too many to list, you know? It's like, oh my gosh.
I know.
The possibilities are just endless for the future. So that's why it's like so exciting, you know? Like,
I know.
oh
I'm
my gosh.
I don't know if you know who she is, but her name is VeVe Magic. She interviewed David Yu
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
ago. Yeah. VeVe Magic. I'm trying to schedule something with her. She's so busy though. It's so hard to get
Oh my
something
gosh.
with her.
Yeah.
Next month I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to do something together. But our
Oh,
stream's
cool.
literally just gonna be all about Disney,
Yeah.
speculation and like all the characters that can like come and you like you said, Disney alone already has a
Oh
huge
yeah.
people we still don't have.
Yeah.
And only Disney, and we still have all of Marvel and DC, and then
Yeah.
other IPs that aren't even here yet. So
Yeah. I mean, it's just like a lifetime of characters, you
I
know?
know,
It's crazy how many characters they can just put on there.
right? It's insane.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to switch up your strategy a little bit. Like you said, you can't just go for every single theme
Yeah.
because you want to be able to have the money for the ones that you really want. Like
Yeah.
if they drop a Peter Pan, like original Peter Pan from like
Oh my gosh.
the Disney movie,
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
That used to be one of my favorite Disney movies. And I used to love Lady and the Tramp. That one's already here, so I love those dogs still, of course. Um, and then who else did I say would be cool? Oh, obviously Maleficent. We need
Oh,
Maleficent.
yeah. That'd be awesome.
Are you more into DC or Marvel stuff?
I think Marvel, yeah, because it's you know, they just have, you know, they've been out with more movies and stuff just
Mhm.
all the time, and
Oh
um,
yeah, their movies are definitely better. I haven't really read DC comics, so I don't know much about DC comics side. But
yeah,
I heard that DC used to be better than Marvel for like the first 17 to 20 years, and then Marvel just took over and they've never been able to come back or
oh,
like
wow.
get over Marvel's
Yeah.
comics or something. I don't know. Are you not a comic guy?
I haven't really been like when I was a kid, I was interested in them, but I just never really caught on with me. The funny thing is, I used to like looking at Mad magazines. There was yeah, like these kind of twisted comics called Mad Magazine. So that'd be cool if like BB got that. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. We need Garfield. I don't know. My grandma always used to like read the like little cartoons in the newspaper,
Oh
and they
yeah.
had, like Garfield, and then like what was that one? It wasn't Snoopy, but it was a little white dog that looked like Snoopy. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh no, it was the tiger and the blonde kid. You know what I'm talking about?
Calvin and Hobbes.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
that sounds possibly correct. I used to love those.
Yeah.
Oh man. Um. Well, I think that with everything that's coming and all this talk about all these updates with VeVe, I'm really excited. It makes me very bullish on the
Oh
future.
yeah.
It, um, KYB. I don't know. So, like, do you know more about KYB? Can I ask you questions about KYB?
Not, I don't know too much about it. Just that like companies like buy the NFTs just as an investment.
Yeah,
So like big companies, I guess, could like just buy out like one NFT and then just raise the floor real high. And
yeah.
so they do it like as an investment. Um, but I don't know too much about it, but it sounds good to me, you know. Come on in and like,
I'm like, I don't own a business, but it sounds like it's going to be good for the app. So,
yeah, yeah, it sounds like a catalyst. So
yeah, definitely.
um,
So that's exciting. That's like the only thing that I need to like learn up on is kind of like what that really brings to the table and
yeah.
plays. But other than that, I know that we're all talking about MCP, but now I'm like, are we talking about it for it to like show up in a year, like cash out, or can
Yeah,
it like be here soon? I wonder, you know.
yeah, it's gonna be like hashtag when MCP, you know.
Well, it's really cool that they're starting to do the one of ones though. I think that's pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. I mean, just all these different aspects just bring more interest to it. So everything they do that's like new is good.
Right. I know. And I really like the one of one coming up with the little
Oh yeah,
cat or whatever.
yeah,
It looks cool. I like it. That
yeah. It's
artist is
really
pretty
cool.
good too. Isn't he already on the app too? He has like a couple of those cat posters.
Yeah, I've seen a couple cats on there. Yeah, with like a helmet, like a military
Mhm.
helmet, I think.
Yeah, or like a little fighter's cat.
Yeah, I was
The,
hoping they would do one with like some lasers coming out of their eyes, and then I'd definitely go for that one.
the lasers out of the cat's
Yeah,
eyes.
like a laser cat. That'd be cool.
You really do like the digital stuff, huh? You're like Cyclone
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
That's awesome. Have you seen the new Buzz Lightyear movie?
I haven't. No, have
Oh,
you?
never mind then.
Uh,
I'm sure you've seen the commercials how he has that little robot cat with him.
yeah,
You're gonna like that cat.
yeah. I love robots. I don't know. I just like Wally. I love Wally, and I just love robots for some reason. I don't know.
I know. I mean, I used to draw them all the time. Like, I always used to doodle on the side of like my papers on or like tests for school and stuff like that. And I
Yeah,
would always draw this one guy with like a big round head and a tiny body, and then I would always draw this robot with like the most square head and the body. I don't know why those two characters are like my go-to sketches, but
yeah.
they were.
What do you think about if they did a VV Con like in the future? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Like you know how they have Comic Con? It'd be cool if they had like a VV Con, and so all of the users could go like meet somewhere, and we could like celebrate VV. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I think that would be so awesome. I'm sure eventually once V more of like a common name, we'll for sure have that, like without a doubt.
Yeah.
But I mean, the community is already trying to do that, like that's pretty much what DCon is. Are you gonna go to DCon in Cali or Anaheim?
Sometime. I don't think this time, but one of these years I definitely will, and I'll go
Yeah,
to Comic Con and all that.
this
But
year
just
so
yeah,
many people like this is the VV hangout time. Like everybody is going. So I
yeah,
mean, a lot of people are already trying to make it like a VV hangout instead. I feel like a lot of VV people,
yeah.
a
They're just
lot of
meeting up over there.
people, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I know. Yeah. Hush Show says Spy vs. Spy. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love that show. That's what I'm saying. Spy vs. Spy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. KYB. KYB, let's go. Sato Electric might need. Oh yeah, Sato. Oh, so he owns an electrical company called Sato Electric.
Oh,
That's cool. And
yeah.
AS15 SR for the office.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's so funny.
Like the Office Secret Rare, like they share it.
I know, right? That's hilarious. Have you gotten any of your friends that like you work with or any of your family into VeVe too?
I've told them about it, but I haven't like pushed it or anything. But so I've showed them like what I have, and like a lot of my coworkers, like when we're driving, I'll talk and tell them about it and show them things. So I think they're like really intrigued with it. But it's like I don't know, like it's NFTs are like the way of the future, but like a lot of people like they don't know that or they don't realize it. So because I think like in the future everything's going to be like through NFTs because of the security aspect of it, and
Mm-hmm.
the technology. So I think for a lot of people it's just still new. So but yeah, they were like they like the artwork for sure.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are just seeing them as like digital toys. And like, why would you want a digital toy? Like, you can't play with a digital toy. So, like, why would you want it?
Yeah. Yeah, so they're not taking it seriously. Yeah, it's yeah, true.
They don't understand that it's like tied to the blockchain. That like
Yeah,
gives you ownership of something. Like, that's bigger in the long run. It's not just, oh, I have this piece of paper that I drew on, and so now I want $50 for it. It, you know.
yeah, it's like a big misconception,
Yeah.
and it's like it's that's why I like TV so much is because like it just has so many aspects to it. It has the art, it has the technology, it has like numbers, like with mints and everything. So it's like a combination of everything. It's like it's just awesome.
Well, and then they keep implementing new stuff to like sit there and like I've changed my strategy at least 3 times by the time I've been in VV so far. I don't
Yeah,
know about you, but I feel like I'm having to like reanalyze my strategy all the time. I
yeah.
don't know, am I? Maybe that means I'm doing bad at VV or what? But
No, it just means like you're just staying up with everything, and you're adapting to it, just like BB's adapting, and you're adapting as well. So no, that's smart.
yeah, I mean, at this point, you kind of have to change up your
Yeah,
strategy. Like when they're talking about, I mean, I know some people have always thought of MCP in the back of their minds, and I know other people that still, even with all this talk about MCP, they still don't even care. They're like, okay, yeah, you get these points, that's cool. I'm like, you guys, it is really cool. Like that's like gonna help you score the drop that you really, really want.
yeah.
Hello, I feel like.
Hello, wake up.
Yeah, because I mean, shoot, if somebody could have told us already in the beginning, don't buy during, I mean, obviously people say don't buy during the high or whatever, but like, don't buy in January because everything's about to start dipping. You know what I mean? If I
Yeah,
took that heads up, that would have been real nice. Well, Phoebe's been giving us this heads up of MCP, and it's going to be a huge catalyst and a huge play for a lot of people. I'm excited. I'm excited for the game to start. Ooh.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be fun.
And then what other crazy nonsense will they add to make it even more interesting?
Yeah, yeah. It's
We'll,
just gonna keep evolving and
I know.
growing, and
Yeah.
it's gonna
I
be
mean,
cool.
do you have Oculus? I need Oculus.
Yeah, yeah. I just bought it for my kids for Christmas, and yeah, it's trippy. Like you put it on, and like you're in another environment, another world. It's so cool.
That's awesome. Do you
Yeah, and
play?
it's like 3D, like right in front of your face is like another 3D world, and so it's really cool. Like the possibilities are just amazing.
Yeah. And I bet your kids love it too, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Like they have it on, and like I tell them like don't bump into a wall or something. So because I think when they have it on, they're just gonna bump into a bunch of stuff. But but they've been pretty good so far.
I always wonder, like, in the future, is it going to be something where like we step into this thing so that like it can move us? You know what I mean? Like, do you get what I mean? Like, you just walk into this simulation box and you stand there, and then obviously if you need to sit, there's like a chair, but like it's like got a little treadmill, so when you're running, you actually like can run, but you're still just in place. Do you know
Yeah,
what
yeah. I totally think you're correct. Yeah, yeah. I had the same thought. Like I was thinking, like they're gonna like sell treadmills in the future, like with the virtual reality. So like it'll come with it. So like you're running and like you could be anywhere in the world, or you can like join a race, or so I think yeah, it's gonna be with everything. It's gonna be like that. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that'll be so crazy. I mean, I don't know. Have you been to, I don't know what, like Boondocks or whatever, and they have like the 3D rides where you do sit in it and then you like are sitting through it, and it's either like a roller coaster ride and it's like moving you around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind
Yeah.
of feels like that, you know?
Yeah. It's like immersive. Like you're in that world. So
Yeah, and those have been around since I was like, what? Like, you're about to be like, that's it? But probably since I was at least 12 or 13 years old. So now I'm double that age. So, you know,
hmm
it's already getting there. The tech
yeah.
behind it.
Yeah, because even at Disneyland, like they're starting to make rides that are like more immersive. Like so when you like sit there, like you're actually part of like a story. So yeah, it's only gonna keep getting more like advanced and yeah, it's cool.
I know. It makes me look really forward to the future. I just want to sit here and talk the future as if we're like, and nothing's promised, but we're all hoping so
Yeah.
much for it all to come sooner than later. Have you always been a gamey or a gamer, I should say?
Yeah, I'm old school. So like I lived through all the gaming stuff. Like this is kind of crazy, but when I was a kid, my dad got Pong, the first like video game, like home video game. And then you know they came out with like Atari, Intellivision, and ColecoVision, and we got a ColecoVision. And then like I lived through the time when like, we went to the arcade all the time, and we had like arcade games. And then you know, so I lived through the whole like history of like video games. So it's pretty cool,
That's
like Nintendo, and then like you know Sony PlayStation, and just all of those. So like luckily I got to experience all that. And, yeah,
yeah.
it's cool.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like we're just in the Atari like step of NFTs. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, totally.
Give it what, 20 years?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Just give it 20 years. Oh man. I mean, even 10, because technology is already like advanced so much. We could do it a lot faster if we really
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, it almost seems like it's speeding up.
Hmm. Getting more intense and crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like iPhone just does this on purpose to just obviously make money. But look how fast they like come out with a new phone. Oh, new updated camera. Oh, update this. Updated night vision or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like they do that on purpose too.
I know.
Like they'll put like something inside there so it just goes bad after a couple years and then it's on to the next one, you know. It's like
I have I have a theory. They definitely do this with video game systems because as soon as the new Xbox releases, yours is just straight crapping on you. And then
yeah.
all of a sudden you get like the ring of death and you're like, why do I have the ring of death on my Xbox now? And I'm telling you,
Yeah, I totally believe it. Yeah.
it's a real thing.
Those companies aren't dumb, you know, so they totally put something in there that limits like the lifespan. So
Yeah.
yeah, I totally think so.
Which is lame. Come
Yeah,
on.
totally lame.
Not
So like
all
you
of
can't
us
keep
have
something
money
forever.
to update it as soon as we can. Some
Yeah.
of us didn't even get the freaking Xbox until the second one came out because now we can't afford the first one because it's crap on.
I know, like I've been waiting on the PlayStation 5 for like a couple years now because the price was so high and then like it was sold out. So we're still on the PlayStation 4 over here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that we still have the Xbox 360 downstairs. Actually, no, I don't think it's a 360. I lied. It might be the one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Austin, if you're still watching this downstairs, you let me know which one we have down there. But we finally got the Switch like a year or two ago, and I love my Switch though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We got the Switch and the PlayStation 4, and then we just got the Oculus.
I know I want the Oculus now so bad.
Yeah, I would recommend it. It's like, yeah, it's amazing.
And they're not too expensive, and a lot of the games are still free on them, huh?
Yeah, yeah, and it's not too expensive. Yeah, it's for what it does. Yeah, it's amazing.
I was hoping to win it in Kobe's blind box.
Me too.
70 with Oculus glasses. I was like, ooh. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, I would like to, especially back then when everything was so expensive. Of course, I would have liked to win like the wall or
Oh my gosh.
we got the pizza truck in that box with the Oculus. So I'm not complaining by any means, but
Yeah.
man, having an Oculus would be so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in Kobe's blind boxes, like I've just gotten the comics, but it's fun, you know. That's the whole thing. It's just fun to do. So
Yeah, definitely.
I just keep dreaming I'll hit something good, but I like to join into it. So
Yeah.
what's that comic that like is the one that we kind of joke about in his blind boxes?
And fisting?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like on the fisting club or something because I
Yeah, those. I've been fisted plenty.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I'm definitely in that club there.
where we've been fisted and probably triple fisted at this point.
Yeah. But that's crazy. Yeah, like somebody won a walt in like one of his blind boxes. That was crazy.
I know. People were talking about Kobe collects custom blind boxes that he runs. Obviously, transfers aren't open, so now he's mainly doing awesome stuff for Hero and Pokemon. But he was doing awesome giveaways and blind boxes with VeVe stuff as well. And he was doing Iron Fist comics as one of them, and that's where the fisting comes in because we're always like, "Dang, you got fisted."
Yeah.
They're up that some people.
Yeah, shout out to Kobe, man. He's the man. Like he does so much for everybody, and he's given away like thousands of NFTs, and he's does these drives for like a mental health awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, Kobe's awesome.
Yeah, he's really cool. This is how I met Digital Snowflake. Is through Kobe's Discord. We're both is Kobe one of the first like influencers that you like kind of found and started following and like got involved in his like community?
Yeah, Kobe collects. Like I saw him like one of the tweets or one of the messages in the VeVe app. Like I saw, and that's how I found Kobe. Then also VeVe Vault. He's a cool dude, and I was watching his YouTube, the drops, the VeVe drops.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I was getting tips from him, and just the entertainment on VeVe Vault's YouTube is just awesome. So yeah.
I always feel bad because I kind of like sold myself short as far as like getting to know Vault at first because I heard bad things when I first found him. And I was like, oh yeah, whatever, that guy's lame. And didn't even give him a chance. And now I've actually like talked to him and like watch his streams and I'm like, this guy's so cool, like so down to earth and just so chill, you know, like he did.
Yeah. Yeah, VeVe Vault's awesome. He's just a real dude, you know, so he's just a down to earth, like real person.
Yeah, I feel bad for letting like haters kind of like leave an impression on me before I got to know him. So, but I'll definitely not do that for anybody else in the community. You know, like I'm gonna give my chance to get to know them for myself and judge it off my own character and because Walt's a cool ass dude, and I'm gonna definitely get playing poker when I have my Oculuses with him. We'll both have to go play poker with him.
Yeah.
Have you watched streams when he plays poker?
I haven't, no.
Oh yeah, that's fun. I want to play poker.
Yeah.
I'm not good at what's it called, Russian roulette or like
oh shoot.
not Russian roulette, but just like
No, I'd stay away from Russian roulette a little bit.
Not Russian. No guns, no guns.
Yeah.
But like, is it roulette where you like put it on like black 7 and then they like spin it and then it has to be like black
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah.
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 Okay. I've never played that game before.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, you can bet on the red, the black, or like the numbers, or I think there's like a green. But yeah, it's fun. It's like the ball just kind of goes around and then drops.
Yeah. I feel like it's like the easiest game to either win a lot of money or lose a shit ton of money.
Yeah, 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 totally. Yeah, I've gotten lucky in that in Vegas. I think I won like a couple $100 one time, and then like the last time I went to a casino, I was like, oh, what the hell? I just put $20 on red, and I won like double my money. So it was kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. My phone is at 7%.
Okay,
So just to let you know, and we're also been on for like an hour and 10. So we
oh my
could even
gosh.
go until my phone dies,
Okay.
and then you'll just be sitting here. No,
Yeah.
or I have to start saying all the closing stuff, I guess. Oh man, it's been so nice to have you on Digital. Seeing you were like
Yeah.
oh, I don't know, like I don't know if I'll say much. Like this has been a great conversation. It's been really easy to talk to you for an hour. I could easily do it for another hour.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to join those like live streams that they have like 8 people on there. So it's like not so much of the focus is on you because
For sure.
yeah, I'm like a shy person, and so I'm usually like behind the scenes more. But yeah, when you asked me, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll definitely do it because you know you're so cool and everything.
Oh,
Like I saw your YouTube videos and like you're like really good at this. So I was like,
thank
yeah,
This is my first attempt of ever doing anything like this. Like I said, usually if a camera's in my face, I'm the one that's like, but I'm just trying to get out there and just be me, and hopefully
yeah.
people like it. And if not, then at least it was fun in the meantime with my friends. So
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Like, I think that's what's cool about like how you're doing this is you're just being yourself. So, and it comes across. So that's what's so cool about it.
thanks. And I'm just glad that I have such like good people in the community like you to vibe with like this, because it's not everybody that you're able to like carry on a conversation like this, especially like we've never even met each other in person, and like yeah, we've chatted somewhat in the Discord, but nothing like this.
Yeah.
So going into interviews like this, you never know how it's gonna go. Like
Yeah.
you're just hoping like hopefully I don't run out of things to ask. Like you always like
I
like
know. Like I was thinking, like, what if I'm just sitting here like the world's worst podcast, and I just had like a smile on my face like the whole time.
I know. Or like what's his face Pence with the fly just on your head,
Yeah. Yeah.
just chilling with a fly or whatever.
But yeah, like what you're saying, yeah, about the community, like it seems like it's a lot of like really cool people, you know. So I think we're lucky, you know, like just
Definitely.
all the people seem pretty dang cool on there.
I know, especially through Kobe's community.
Yeah. Yeah,
Guys,
Kobe's Discord.
you're slacking, just slacking. You need to follow him and join his Discord
Yeah.
where two amazing people met each other.
Yeah, and positive people, like just, you know, really positive and like just supporting each other. That's what I like the most about it.
Right. I mean, I'm always like, man, common gang with my sad face. And then everybody's like, oh, secret rare. Oh, I got a rare. Oh, and I'm just like, congrats, you guys. I'm so happy. At least somebody here gets something. Like, I
Yeah.
always happy that I see their victory, because it's like, if everybody lost in the group, that's a sad day, Like,
Yeah.
damn, what the hell?
Yeah.
But if I at least see some wins, it's
Yeah.
satisfactory for me, for sure. So. Um, but yeah, please come on any of my other open chats. I'm gonna start doing more often, more on the weekends probably, just because I have more free time to just kind of like roll with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll always send you the link. Just let me
Oh,
know,
thank you.
and I would love it. The more people,
Yeah.
the funner, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's totally because I saw like I think you did like one where David you came on there, and
Uh,
yeah, that was like amazing.
I know. freaking out.
Yeah, I was like Randy Chavez. That dude's awesome too. And like David Yu came on there, and like yeah, that was awesome. Like I was working on something on my computer, and I had that on too, and like I got addicted to it. I just couldn't stop watching.
I know, right? Well,
Yeah,
I remember waking up in the morning and local scalper in the Discord was like, Randy's sleeping on his channel. And I was what? Sleeping. I imagine him like by himself, you know? Like,
yeah. He just fell asleep on his screen.
yeah. Thank God for VeVe Fam Bam, right?
Oh yeah.
And who else? What was his name? I never remember his username. Wet Will. Will
Oh
Wet.
yeah.
Is it Wet Will?
I think something like that. Yeah, and he was like drinking the whole time. So like by the end of it, like he was super drunk.
I feel so bad that he missed David. That I might
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
have my seat. Like if I could have like swapped it, I would have.
Yeah, that was horrible because he was on there for like almost the whole time, and then like David came on like right after he left, I think.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I felt like it was an honor to be on the same stream as him, but yeah, even Kobe too. Kobe was on the stream before.
Yeah.
Like I could have definitely gave up my spot for a couple other people. So sorry, guys. But all right, digital. My phone's now
Yeah.
100%. So
Okay.
uh, I'll definitely start sending you the link to my other ones if you just want to ever hop on and like have fun
Okay.
the weekend and just chat about whatever. Um,
Yeah.
and anybody that liked his NFTs, you can find the link down below to buy those. And I also linked his Twitter and YouTube channel if you want to check that out as well. Um, yeah, thank you so much, Digital Snowflake, for joining me today. It was really
Yeah.
nice
Thank you.
to know
Yeah,
more
I
about
was I was
before.
flattered that you asked. So yeah, I was like, yeah, definitely I'll do it.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm just glad that you came out of your shell. That's like the best thing. Like, I feel special when I can get shy people to come out of the cocoon a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
that's way more meaningful than like having like a whale on my channel, 100%. So, thank you for coming out of your shell for me for a little bit
Yeah,
and
thank you.
know you. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And for the 7 people watching us, thank you. Um, like I said, follow his stuff down below. Give me a like if this video was awesome. Maybe a sub if you want to watch more of amazing community members and just VV Talk and other projects too, because you never know what we could dabble into on this channel. Well, you have a good rest of your night, Snowflake. You stay
Yeah, you
safe.
too.
Have a great rest of your week.
Okay, thank you, Kyla.
Of course.
Okay, bye.